So my name is Brianna Mendoza, and I'll be discussing Tesla's founders and the benefits and non-benefits of owning an electric car. Three things that I'm going to be going over is when Tesla started, the first model and the second model, two, the benefits of owning a Tesla, and three, the non-benefits of owning a Tesla. So I'll start off with my quote, which is, of course, the first version of an all-electric car is going to be expensive, by Jason Calacanis. Tesla's Motors was established in July 2003 by Martin Abraham and Mark Tarpenning. Then Elon Musk became the company's largest shareholder in February 2004 after investing $6.5 million. He has been the CEO since 2008. The name of the company is a tribute to the inventors and the electrical engineer Nikola Tesla. And as you can see, I added photos of all of them. On the right is Mark, on the left is Martin, and at the bottom, as you can see, it's Elon Musk. We all know what he looks like. And lastly is Nikola Tesla. And then also I just put the logo Tesla Motors. And then I got that from teslas.com. In 2008, Tesla began production on one of their first model cars, the Roadster sports car. It was also inspired by the Lotus Elise. Elon Musk took an active role in the design process and oversaw every single detail, but yet only 2,400 of them ever sold. So you can see the public was just not very, interested in it. And just a little bit facts about the Roadster is that it's a rear wheel drive. The motor is placed behind the driver, and that it has 288 horsepower. The car that is red is the actual Roadster sports car, and the car in the blue is the Lotus. So as you can tell, they look similar. If it wasn't for me knowing the difference in the emblem on the front of the car, I would think, it's just the same. And then I got the information from Business Insider. The Model S was released in 2012, but it was first mentioned in 2009. The electric car immediately gained popularity, winning several automotive awards between 2012 and 2013. Tesla also revealed that the Tesla Autopilot, a driver assist system with this electric vehicle. This increased the number of people interested in trying out the Autopilot system. Also, the Model S became the first electric vehicle to top any country's monthly new sales ranking. And also a little bit just about the Model S is that it's all-wheel drive. It has space in the front, so instead of most standard cars having the engine in the front, I believe that the battery is underneath, so that leaves space in the front, and it goes up to 200 horsepower. And then I got that information from Consumers Report. And also on the bottom, I just added photos of it. When the Model S first appeared, the public admired their design, and they quickly gained popularity since they adopted a more modern style. Tesla quickly began purchasing building after building in order to produce additional electric cars, as the company's sales rate was excellent. Tesla grew into the company that it is today. Almost everywhere you look, you'll probably see a Tesla. And at the bottom, I just added the Model S cars and then two photos of their buildings. The building that's gray, that's actually the first building that they created, and I think it was in San Carlos. So onto the benefits. So the benefits is that they entirely the electric car. So that means that they produce no greenhouse gases or any air pollution. It also helps fight climate change. Also, Tesla Autopilot technology allows the driver to relax and enjoy the road while being safe. There's a lot of people who tend to eat and, do other things while driving. So at least the Autopilot will just guarantee that, you can be safe while doing it. Also, Teslas have a 17-inch touchscreen that controls all the car functions, which is very useful for people who, just want everything in one place. They know where everything is at. And lastly, it's a money saver. Obviously, it saves money on gas, especially with these gas prices going up. It can go up to like $100 to fill up your big, car. and onto the non-benefits, which is the price of the actual car. They're not affordable cars. I'm not exactly sure where the prices can go range from, but it's very expensive. Not anybody can just, put money on that. Also, during a road trip, it takes about 40 to 50 minutes to completely charge your car. So when driving, it's very necessary to thoroughly research the locations of charging stations. And I mean by that, you can charge your car very faster if there's this thing that's called a supercharger. And I'm sure not everybody can have the money to also buy that, so it does take a while for you to charge your car. So it's just more better to make sure that you're thoroughly researching where this charging stations are so that you don't get stranded. Also, the challenge with it being eco-friendly, and because of that, it's because while manufacturing the batteries, it pollutes the air the same as driving a standard car for 8 years. Also, it doesn't come with a spare tire, which is kind of, mind-boggling. Most cars that, you buy do come with a spare tire. Also, lastly, it just the battery drains very quickly. It's like with your phone. You use it all day, it's gonna drain very quickly. And I got that information from Motors Junkie. Lithium has never been more in demand. The silver metal extends the life of batteries and helps them to maintain a charge for extended periods of times. The more lithium is used to produce the batteries for electric cars, the more polluted the air, the more polluted the environment will become. Mining these raw materials can be hazardous to both humans and the environment. And at the bottom, with the wheels, that's actually how the battery will sit in the Tesla. So it's basically just sitting like underneath the car. And then the photo in the middle is the lithium battery. So that's actually the whole thing is lithium. And then lastly, the photo on the right, as you can see, it's kind of orange, and that is because that is the actual mining process of lithium. So they have to extract the lithium, throw it in water so the chemicals can, become apart. And obviously that contaminates the water, especially if it's a running water. It contaminates to villages, and people have to eat and drink with that water, bathe with that water. So obviously that is how it can be hazardous to both humans and the environment. And I got that information from New York Times. Okay, and that concludes that those were the benefits and non-benefits of owning a Tesla and the founders. My name is Brianna Mendoza, and three of the things that we went over is Tesla's founders, how it became what it is today, the benefits, and lastly, the non-benefits. And just to close this off, I just have a question for you guys, and it's are Teslas truly superior to gas cars? That's all I have. Thank you for listening to me, and I look forward to listening to your guys's as